Good morning, people. Welcome to One Crack News. It's your boy Carcino here. And the reason why we're doing this here is because I've downgraded Academics to this page only. He doesn't deserve to be on my main page. Uh, he hasn't done anything main page in a while that's even worthy of the attention. Now, as I've stated before, what's up, Outlaw? Yeah, I haven't had any sleep. Made it back into the crib. Wild night. And you say you finally got a notification. Well, this is One Crack News, so you should get a notification. Now, we don't sleep, we just grind. I agree, 100%. Early, never late. Now, let's take a look at the scenario. DJ Academics put out a video a couple of hours ago, a live, in response to a video which he had days to address. Days. Probably a week to address. He did not come out and make an immediate statement. He first put out a video of him just laughing. Right? And he's doing all of this because he's trying to promote a garbage EP that he put out to the public. Do you want to be a rapper or a blogger? Like, what is it that you're trying to accomplish? Somebody told me he's bragging that he outsold Vic Mensa and all this stuff. Dude, you have a bunch of idiots downloading links. Nobody's going to play your music, man. You're not going to be a rapper. You're not going to be a successful rapper, though. Just stop. Just stop with the lies. But 6ix9ine's your boy. But yet, you think that's okay to disrespect his baby mom? Wow. And the big question she brought up is, why did you feel a need to put her child's picture of her and them in the video? What if people was really coming to get them? And you put that out there. And you're going to say she takes zero responsibility and accountability? Well, when other rappers, when he was threatening everybody in California, that's why he was sounding like the biggest hypocrite on the face of this earth. Why? When were you going to take responsibility? You didn't even take responsibility for putting her picture in there, which you didn't deny. You saying she need to take responsibility. How about you take responsibility? Why don't you take responsibility, Act? You never did. Even in the video, you never took responsibility for endangering their lives by putting their picture and photograph in that video. You didn't go back and say, well, let me edit the video and take that out. No, you didn't. You did it for clicks and to acting like he's concerned about his wife's safety, his baby mom's and his family's safety. If he's so concerned and you know so much, why are you making a video disrespecting her? When she corrected you by doing that. Then you go, I never met the woman. Well, you never met her, but you felt comfortable enough to throw her and the child photograph in your video. But then it's her fault? Act. Boy, you really are screwed up. You are a really messed up individual, man. For real. You are really screwed up mentally. And the people that are helping you make money and making money off you, I don't know how they do it. You get off on stuff like this. You don't look at the bigger picture. Thanks, Ruckus. It was how he's brought into this internet world. People that live on the internet, they live in a delusional world in which they're powerful. He believes that he's an avatar in one of his video games. He doesn't understand that he's in real life. Okay? The bad thing about it is that people actually put him and gave him a job title in which affects people in hip hop. And because of that, he feel empowered. Like, yeah, I'll determine people's careers. Vic Mensa is a rapper, right? He's not been dissing you. He's left you alone. Yet, you still want to try to damage his career and sabotage him because he doesn't like you for things that you've done that you've never taken accountability for. You're still being paid. You're still being paid off of the War in Chirac series. You're still taking money, profiting off of these guys dying who you didn't know, never came from the city. You're profiting off of their death. And never even apologized for it. Then you making a video insulting the baby mother of somebody who's supposed to be your homeboy. And threaten her, telling her, yo, keep my name out your mouth. When you put her name in your mouth. She didn't ask you to say her name and put a picture of her and her baby in your video. I'm really ashamed of y'all, man, for supporting somebody like that. I am. I'm really disappointed in y'all. That's something to get behind, something like that. Even as a kid, you got to know, you got to have a little bit of decency. You know, I don't care if you 18, 19, that's unacceptable. It ain't about supporting me. I understand, Mr. Sledge. I appreciate it. But this ain't about supporting me. This is about right and wrong and just foolery that don't need to be tolerated. All this trolling crap for views, for hits and views and all this stuff. It's gotta stop. Oh no, Ack is not a kid. Mr. Cheats, or whoever you are, it's not about her picture being on the internet. It's about Akademiks who would take that picture, put it in a video of his, and make the video get a lot of hits because of it. See, when you getting a lot of hits, you get a lot of traffic. If somebody take that photo and put it out there, then you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it go. Now, Ack tried to say TMZ did the same thing. I didn't see TMZ do that. I didn't see TMZ grab her picture and everything. I'm not saying it didn't happen, I didn't see TMZ do it first and everything else. I remember you doing it. She remembers you doing it. I mean, that's still his baby mother. That's still 6ix9ine's child. And for you to come out and disrespect his baby mother and to put her business out there like that and tell her like she can't speak up on her own life of her and her child's life. Your life wasn't in danger. You chose, like, my life was in danger too. I realized that's when I stepped back. You didn't step back. You knew the risk when you got in it, Act. You knew what you was getting into. But you want to have one foot in, one foot out, like you're doing right now. You still working with Shotty and Treyway, screaming Treyway on your videos. You know what you're doing. You talking about you joking on Instagram Live, talking about you finna find another rapper and blow them up and make them hot. Who want to sell their soul? Come on. You got problems, man. You have problems. Ego, yes, he's an elitist. I've already said that he has a narcissistic personality. He really, and it's based on a fake persona. He's making himself after a fake clothing line that played out before he even got to the country. It's like it was his avatar. Made himself a DJ because he spun some records at a college, at a college dorm. Now he's a DJ. I don't remember him ever being booked for anything. He made a fake profile, got an avatar, and he's running with it. And because Complex saved his life by giving him a job, let me explain to you guys what Complex is. Complex is a blog. Okay? It is an internet blog site. Complex don't have a channel on cable. Okay? They are a blog site. Complex News. They've always been a blog. Now, a blog went and got somebody who's also already on the internet, who's getting some views. And I don't have a problem with Complex doing this. They're trying to grab somebody who can relate to the youth. But the reason why Akademiks is now doing all this is because the show is over. They have not been guaranteed a new show next year. So they don't know if Everyday Struggle is going to come back. But Akademiks knows that they're going to be trying different things at Complex. So he wants to be involved in it. And he knows he's going to be involved in it because he's been tying himself up with Nadeska. That's why he's been like a dog licking her boots. Licking Nadeska boots because Nadeska's going to be doing some other things and he wants to stay close to Nadeska. And she's like, well, you're being a good boy, Akademiks. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, you like the way I lick your boots? Huh? You like that? Yeah. Yeah, I like it. You can come to the party. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's what he wants. When did he call me a liar? About what? Wrong. He responded to Star because Star got a lot of hits. He responded to 6ix9ine's baby mother because she got a lot of hits. He's kissing up to Nadeska's because Nadeska's gonna be doing a lot more at Complex, and he wants to come along for the ride. So he's riding her coattail. But Ack, why don't you talk about how they want to tell you about and talk to you about touching on Nadeska? Why don't you talk about that? Tell me I'm lying. You were making people very uncomfortable the way you just keep touching on Nadeska's arms, rubbing her arms, grabbing her, finding every little reason to try to touch Nadeska. A lot of people didn't like that at Complex. Even though Nadeska didn't view it as something aggressive or pervy, other people kind of saw it as pervy. Talk about it. He could have been a Me Too victim. Talk about that, Act. What happened? What happened, Act? Did they green light the show to come back in January? Then that's good for him. No. Ack. You were touching all on Nadeska in the whole 2 seasons. Grabbing her arm, grabbing her hand, rubbing it. You were doing it on and off air. And it was annoying people. What is the ratings to your show, Academics? Academics also has another fake page out called LitTube that puts up only his live streams that he puts on Twitch. Why have you been going Instagram live and not posting on YouTube live anymore? Why are you doing more Instagram live? Tell him that, Act. I'm quite sure there's a super chat button. Because the guy seems to be so caring about tearing other people's down as far as another man who's in jail, baby mother. You support that? If my homeboy went to jail, and let's say my homeboy had another girl, and the other girl and the baby mama's fighting, and I make a video saying that he's trying to look out for the baby mom and the family, and I throw her picture and the child picture in the video, knowing that there's threats, possible real threats on their life. There's the FBI and the government involved, and I try to make a spin video and blame the baby mom, saying that, well, where was this when he was threatening people in LA? You was there. You wasn't worried about your family then, and nobody putting your picture out there then. You was all with it, long as it brought you attention. That's what I'm saying. Y'all cool with that? He comes right out and blames the baby mother. He comes right out and blame your boy who's locked up behind bars. If 6ix9ine was out, you would have never made that video about his baby moms. Never. When she dissed you before on the live, right? You made a video saying, I ain't gonna disrespect his baby moms like that. I'm just saying, when you speak on my name, I'm doing a lot for your husband, your boy, your man, and I'm not gonna disrespect his baby moms. You did that the first time, remember? When 6ix9ine was out. Now that he locked up, you doing a video dissing his baby moms. Why you didn't make that video back then when she dissed you the first time? And y'all straightened it out on live, remember? You didn't mention that. Because that's Safari's business. you know? If he wants to marry Erica Mena, that is perfectly his own business. He got his reasons. And it's up to him to tell you those reasons. I could make a viral video right now telling you the reason. But sometimes things are more than just hits. Oh, don't worry, Mike Vick. We definitely gonna do that. Because this is what he wants. He wants everybody talking about him doing this hiatus break. But I'm gonna talk about you the right way. I'm telling the truth. Listen, act. You have yet to show any of your paperwork backing up your payments, but Star has backed up everything he said. You haven't backed up any of it, but you steadily calling him the liar. You tell half truths or partial truths or just full out lies. And you deceive your followers. He's talking about getting saved. No, he's trying to rebrand himself. He wants to get rebranded like Charlemagne did. He's got Charlemagne finna manage your career now. You want Charlemagne to guide you because you want to get to that next level. That's what Act wants. Act want to get to that next level. Yeah, he said he's looking for another rapper to blow up. Now he on Blueface because he signed with Drake. Did he talk about Blueface before Blueface signed with Drake? Can anybody tell me that? He's acting like, because he acts like he makes everybody hot. Did he make X hot? No. You try to take credit for 6ix9ine. He actually says 6ix9ine, and then this is a quote, all facts, as he likes to say. Facts! You said 6ix9ine would be known as a pedophile only if it wasn't for you. So he's known now as a person that's fighting a racketeering charge after a sexual assault case in court since he's been with you. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. You've done wonders for his career. Take a bow for what you've done for 6ix9ine. Because here's the truth. 6ix9ine would have never been bothered with you. You would have never agreed to work with him. You kissed up and ran to him and used him for your legitimacy. Nobody was backing you. You ran to 6ix9ine. And the reason you ran to 6ix9ine is because 6ix9ine was already hot with Gummo. And you're proud that you made a whole bunch of fake videos with him trolling. Like the fake videos you got now with Selena. Making fake videos to deceive the young people who are not smart enough to understand that this is just a bunch of BS that they're putting out to the public. Oh, this fighting with her and this other fake girlfriend that he's paying for. It's ridiculous. You make people look bad. You make this whole thing look bad. I mean, but see, he ain't gonna say nothing back to Yuck mouth. He ain't gonna say nothing back to Yuck. He ain't gonna say nothing back to anybody he feels that's a threat to him. He can't. He does not feel comfortable. Of course he doesn't care. He don't care about changing. The only time he's going to care is if somebody does bigger numbers than him on the internet. If my numbers go back to where they used to be, then he'll start to care. Then he'll only care when someone affects that paycheck. Then he'll start to listen. But now, since he's rebranding himself, he wants to get into a powerful position. Well, he could be judge and jury over the internet, and a person like that can't have that kind of power. It's already enough we have the wrong people in control of these situations as is. Now we have to worry about people like him. And that's a problem. It's too many people like him in the game now. A bunch of kiss ups. It's a lot of them out there. They're trying to get into power. You keep letting these kiss up people get into power because that's what they want in there. They have no backbone, no spine. You can manipulate them to do anything for the illusion of more power. Who uploads a music video on a blog site? Well, that's the way it is now. Fake hits, Billboard. Jay-Z just told you Billboard's been fake for years. But yet everybody wants to be on there. Right? 6ix9ine debuted at what? Number 2, they said. Who you know was playing 6ix9ine? What's up, Prod? I get you. I get it. No, they were going to, but they didn't. A lot of his songs are generated through clicks and fake hits. They pay for these positions. Well, you got to look at it. Wayno is the only person on the show with any credibility. The other two people, Nadeska and him, have zero hip hop credibility. So the only time they've met artists since he been is when he was on the show. The only time he met mainstream artists is when he got the complex. Besides then, he didn't know any of them. Nobody messed with him. Nobody dealt with him. Now he's in a position to where he is the guy to tell you what music is hot, what music. It's like, dude, who are you? Wayno's not gonna check academics. Wayno, Wayno is there to get a bag. He doesn't care. He's just there on the shoulder. I like, look, I'm just gonna tell you what I know because I've done this on the inside. But my thing is, if you were a manager, which you were an A&R and you did all these things, why are you on a blog show right now? That's what I would say. Ask Wayno. I'd be, why are you here? Why are you auditioning for this? I mean, it's decent money. I mean, would you frown up at 15K a month? I wouldn't frown on it, but probably in his estimation, what they do 6 months, what they do the show for like 6 months. or however many months they do the show, he makes about what, a good 15K. I don't want to put his financials out there, but for his role, probably about 15K a month. It's not bad for somebody like me or you. Well, it depends on what's exceptional. It's exceptional to somebody who don't get that kind of money. But when you're on a platform like that, people are getting six figures an episode. There's some people getting six figures an episode doing other platform shows. You see what I'm saying? So that money exists. But Complex wasn't willing to write those kind of checks. Nadeska is not a strong interviewer, and Akademiks doesn't know what he's doing. He's just going off of, just feeding off Nadeska, feeding off of the guy who's the program manager, the guy that's in his ear, that he claimed that's in Star's ear. He's feeding Akademiks questions as well and telling him what to do when he go in there. Oh, this is what I could do. He was like, well, why don't you try this act? So why don't you talk about the program managers feeding you questions, act, before the show starts? So why is he really on that show? Joe Budden chose him. He tried out. Charlemagne got him an audition for the MTV2 show. He kissed up to Charlemagne. Charlemagne got him on an audition, and he sucked. He was terrible. The networks chose not to put him on that Uncommon Sense with show that was on MTV2 with Charlemagne. That flopped, and he failed there. He tried out at Complex for this new show, Everyday Struggle with Joe Budden. He tried out, and the network said he sucked. So he only got on the show because Joe Budden, whose show it was, said no. When this guy got a chemistry, it's gonna work. I want him. They chose somebody else. They was like, no, we want him. And Joe was like, no, he's exactly what I need. Let's use him. So they chose Act. They had another person instead of Nadeska to be the moderator that worked at Complex that Complex wanted to use. No, Joe Budden wanted Nadeska. He chose Nadeska. Now, when that was done and he chose that team, what did that team do? It turned around and dumped on Joe. When Joe walked, they all should have walked. But Nadeska can't walk. because she works for Complex. Joe and Act didn't have contracts. They were not contracted to Complex. They were a separate entity altogether.
Forces in the funny car business, and not too many of us know.
Complex wanted no responsibility as to what they might and might not say. So the first year was just to see what the show was going to do. They were doing a million an episode in views. A million when Joe was there. Their numbers were way over the numbers that they want to hit. They were at 1 million. And the things that Joe was complaining about were the things that benefited all of them. Not just him, Akademiks. So when he's in there fighting for extra money, he's in there fighting for extra money, not just for himself, but for Akademiks. Him and Ak wasn't getting nothing out of the deal. They were like, look, we getting all these new sponsors based on what we're doing. Nadeska's getting a bump because she works at Complex and the numbers are up. She's getting a bump. What about me and Ak? We ain't getting nothing. Which was true. So they decided to get him some gear. He's like, some gear? No. You guys, the advertisers are paying big money. We need to get a piece of that. Reasonable. Me and Ak. So he's warring for Ak. And not just himself. He's saying me and Ak need to get a piece of this. But Complex wasn't willing to do this, you know. See, Complex wasn't used to the format of having a successful show and getting all these sponsorships to come in, and it's growing so fast and they're so greedy. They're like, look, we're just going to be taking the money. And we could talk about things later. But as of right now, we need to just focus on the show. They just want to keep the show rolling and the money train coming. So after the first year was out, Joe had created so much disdain and uncomfortableness because he's not going to kiss up to anybody. He's not going to lick the boots and be happy to be there. That's not Joe. So if you know that about Joe, then you know the situation. That just shows Star showing receipts. Just lets you know that Akademiks is a liar. Okay, so you know that right now. So when we say Akademiks is a liar, all you have to do is use Star's video as evidence that Akademiks is a liar. That's it. That's all you need to do. As he proven and shown receipts, Akademiks is a liar. No, because I was live when he did that. The Joe Budden podcast show was going on even during that time. So the Joe Budden podcast was already hot and doing what it was doing. But once Joe Budden left the show, here's something that the majority of you may not know. A successful show, like for where they would be happy with the numbers, is anything in the range of about 450 or higher. That's where Complex would be very happy to have the show, like around 450 or higher, naturally higher than 450. If you look at shows and what they ratings are per episode and views, they were doing 1 million an episode. The average was about 1 million when Joe was there for Everyday Struggle. It was about 1 million. Once Joe Budden left, the show dropped to like 500. The first time it was like the first episode since Joe left, they did 780 when Star's first episode, and everybody was so excited. The second episode come, they do another like 600. They do another like 600 and some. Then it dwindles down some more. And you're like, whoa, what's going on here? It goes down. And it's at 500. Barely at 500. Then it starts going down. And down. And down. To last season, they had a show that did 289,000. 289. Now, 450 is where they would like to be. Anything above 500 is winning, but at least get us to 450 or something to say. But 289 is unacceptable. That's borderline for this show's going to get canceled. Why keep it in this spot? We can throw something together that can do better than 289. So that turns 289 turns into about 3 something with Wayno. So their average is about 375, almost 4. They had a couple episodes that did really well, but the rest they averaged under 4. So think about that. You lost Joe Budden when you were doing 1 million, and you stuck with Akademiks, and the show drops 60%. So the show drops 60%. He mentions Star because Star gets hits. Star gets traffic. That's why. See, if Star didn't get the traffic that he says, we wouldn't be in this situation where he would even address Star. Star was his co-host. He addressed Star and he stopped talking because there's nothing else, there's nowhere else he could go. All his lies have been exposed, and there's still more to be exposed. He has no girlfriend. He has a girl that he pays. If I paid a girl to live in my house, does that mean she's my girlfriend? if I'm paying her to be here? If Act stopped giving her money, will she be in his home? If he says, I'm not going to pay you nothing no more, I want you to be here just for me, do you think she stays? I can hire somebody to come here and be like, are you my girlfriend? Yes, I'm his girlfriend. I'll be, see, I got a girlfriend. That makes it so? Anybody could do that nonsense, dog. See, a smart guy knows better than to put his girlfriend online. See, smart people know the difference and know what's good and what's bad. I'm not going to sit there and make somebody else have a career off me. You work so hard to build your own career just to give it to somebody else. Nah, sorry. Now, for those who just got here, we will recap for you what's been going on. DJ Akademiks decided that it would be a very good idea to attack Tekashi69's baby mother. Attack this woman who was standing up for her and her child's right. And you guys think it's acceptable. This guy said that his baby mother needs to take responsibility. She needs to accept responsibility, something that Akademiks has never done. She needs to accept the responsibility that when the money was coming in, she didn't care about the safety of her family. Are you stupid? That, yeah, some rappers in Compton or California, when he was beefing out there, they're coming to get him. That's something different. Those rappers in Compton don't know where he lives. The people that are talking about a federal indictment and racketeering and snitching charge with the people that he was associated with, these people know his family and know where they live. And you're helping make the situation more tense by putting their photograph with their baby picture in it. And you didn't take responsibility for that. So if you can't take accountability for that, and you telling her she should, and attacking her in the video, I swear. Why the guy is locked up, by the way. Now, when she dissed you before in a live video for doing something, you came out and made a video saying, I can't disrespect. This is my boy, this 6ix9ine's baby mom, I don't want to disrespect nobody's baby mother. And then you talk to her on the live chat. Y'all did the split screen, did the live chat, and y'all squashed y'all beef. Remember that? Why didn't you contact her through her Instagram and straighten it out? But you didn't. Because you knew what you was doing was foul. But did 6ix9ine give you permission to do that? Did 6ix9ine give you permission to do that? That's what I want to know. Because I don't think he did give you permission to insult his baby mother. That's still his child. No matter if he got a new girlfriend or not. Talking about you jealous because the new girl got this and that. She got a baby by him. She's going to have money coming from 6ix9ine no matter what. So it ain't about no money. They have an infant child. That's only going to hurt him. Since 6ix9ine's been locked up, his boy, let's just see how often your boy DJ Akademiks has been talking about his boy's case. This is his boy. Let's just see here. There we go. Sorry about that. My phone has seizures at times. Now let's look at it. This is all Akademiks titles. Right? Let's see how many 6ix9ine videos. There's 1, 2, 3. It's 3 so far. Scroll up. Oh, the truth behind that was cute. 4, 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine. Cardi B and Offset. 6ix9ine, 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 6ix9ine. Let's go down. 6ix9ine, 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 6ix9ine. Tory Lanez, Joyner. Pusha T, Drake. 6ix9ine, 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 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine. Okay? So you know what I'm saying? So I'm not making this up. Then you come out and disrespect his baby mother. And because he didn't put it on his main page and did it on a Instagram live or what's that, a Twitch live or whatever, and upgraded it to his fake YouTube account that he owns called LitTube, That's another DJ Academic account that he uploads his Twitches to. No, no, he don't report it. He owns it. That's his other account. He ain't letting somebody else. That's him. David Towns. You might be a child, so I'm gonna say this to you. You said, I hate to say this, but what has she doing in her life instead of pushing her name attached to a rapper? Go find a happy, I can smell love and hip hop appearance. That is the mother of his child. Okay? Now, if you're talking about the other girl that he's showering with gifts, then yeah, you might want to say that. She's attaching herself to a rapper. She dated him and was dating him back when he had nothing, which, I would question what the heck you see in him, but she liked him before he was something. She didn't wait till he blew up to be with him. So again, this is what we mean. People like David Towns who've been manipulated, probably misled by people like DJ Academics. He's probably somebody who subscribed to him. And this is part of the problem. Because they walk around uninformed and say some of the dumbest things that ever come out of somebody's mouth. Because he probably didn't even know the situation. Probably never knew that. A part of DJ Academics. He will never give you the background or the full story of something. He's just going to tell you what he wants you to hear. The same way he can't keep 6ix9ine name out of his mouth. You see, that's what Act wants. He wants y'all not to put his feet to the fire. He wants us to not say something or question him. But the same way he can sit there and question and poke fingers at them and do this and this, I'm going to do it to him. The same way. So you wanted this attention, you got it.